seemed like things carried over from last night. We mentioned that the guys seemed to respond, and it was a total team effort, it looked like.
It really was. It was a tight checking game. Not a lot of chances either way. You had to work for everything you got tonight. And we just played our game for 60 minutes. It was a well-fought win tonight.
One of the few times you feel like this was a 60-minute game for you guys this year?
Yeah, I felt like it was. Start to finish, we were on top of our game. We didn't give up much tonight. It was good hockey by a lot of players.
Guys stepping up, other people such as Cassels seems to have had an emergence the last couple of games.
He has. We've been using him in a matchup checking line situation. He's killing more penalties. You can see he's starting to get some confidence. It's nice to see.
Kind of mentioned the goals, but they're obviously both hard-working goals. Is that kind of what you're looking for from this team?
Well, it's not easy to score goals. It's not very often that you're going to see a real pretty play to score a goal, and that goes for a lot of goals in the NHL now. You see how goals are scored. It's going to the net hard. It's getting pucks to the net. It's creating momentum, and I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
What did you say to them in the locker room after the game?
I didn't say a lot tonight. The same thing I did last night. It's when you're playing and after a win, a lot of times you don't need to hear the coach after you've heard him for 3 hours or whatever, yelling at you from the bench or in the locker room or whatever. I just go in and, good job, and see you tomorrow. See you Monday.
First 2-game winning streak of the season. How does that help?
Feels good. I like the steps we're taking. It's nice to have finished the weekend off here with 2 wins. It's nice to have a day off tomorrow for our guys and refocus and get ready again for next week.
They tie the game there at 1, and you come back down and score fairly quickly. How did you like the response after giving up that power play goal?
We've talked about staying with our game, no highs, no lows. That was a good example of it.
Anyone else that kind of stood out for you tonight?
You know what? Everyone played well. It's this is a team that wins as a team. It's usually not 1 or 2 guys that dominate a game for us. Everyone contributed in their own way.
Anything on Bachman?
Yeah, no, I haven't checked yet. But for him to come out of the game, it's got to be something that I'm, probably a little bit worried about. But Demmer's playing well.
Third period toward the end too, obviously, when he comes out, Demko comes in, they, started to pressure a little bit. Team stood tall and,
Yeah, that's a hard situation for Demko to go into. I like how he battled. I like how he battled last night too. He was down 3 and, he probably knows that he's close to coming out of the net, and I like how he just dug in and battled and hung in there to get the win.
How does it feel, first off, having your first 2-game winning streak of the season, and second of all, it seemed like you have been emerging the last couple of games. Everybody's stepping up, and this seems to be your time.
Yeah, it's great to get back on the the win table here and get 4 points this weekend. That's giving us confidence playing Syracuse on Wednesday there. So, I think everyone's kind of finding their groove here, and we're playing a 60-minute full hockey game instead of taking a period off or 2. So it's great to see the boys coming together, and it's also nice to on a personal note to have 2 goals right now.
What did you see on your goal there? Obviously a nice pass from LeBate, but how did that all start?
It's just a lucky break on the kill, and Bader made a great play, and I don't know how he got it to me, but I got it pretty tight to the goalie, and he slid across and took my angle away for a shot, so my only play was to pull it back to my backhand, and it opened him up, and I was lucky enough to slide it through.
What was the difference tonight, do you think? Obviously,
like I said, just the 60 minutes. I think the effort, it all started last night. We played solid 40 minutes, and I think it rolled over tonight. And you can see that when we play a full 60, we're a tough team to play with. We're hard-nosed, we're defensive, and you're not going to get a lot of chances against us. And Rochester played they play a similar game. They're hard to play against, and I think we outworked them when we won tonight.
They come down and they tie the game there in the second, and then obviously your goal. But you feel like you guys had a good response after they tied it.
Yeah, we didn't get too down. Well, I mean, considering last night we were fighting back most of the game, so we've been dealing with adversity, and I think we handled it well. And tonight was just another grinding, gutsy effort by us, and a full 60-minute effort.
You feel you have the two wins. Now you're going to Syracuse, coming up a mid-game on Wednesday. Do you feel a little more excited that you can't wait for that game to come once that winning starts snowballing?
Yeah, you kind of feel as if you're rolling into the week now. You're happy coming into practice. You're not gripping your stick too tight, and I think everyone's always excited to play. But when you're winning, you get that extra edge and that extra jump to your game.